Hey guys, Casey here, Mountain Bluebird and VanTripping.com. Just wanted to give you one more quick update on the Factor 55 soft shackle review and a comparison actually with a steel shackle. This steel shackle is a 3/4 inch, which means that really the diameter of the pin here is 3/4 inch. It can fit through a 3/4 inch slot. This is your standard kind of recovery gear for most vehicles. It's very durable, very strong, good steel that's powder coated, and really can't fail when it's locked together. Other than eventually it will burst, it will break apart. This one right here has a working load limit of 4 tons or 8,000 pounds. It has stamped right on there, embossed right on there. So 8,000 pounds is pretty darn strong, and I hear people all the time say, just get these, they won't fail, they're super strong, they are cheap, no doubt about it. You can buy these at your local Home Depot or other type of store for really cheap. However, they may not be rated for lifting. Make sure that they're rated for really the load you're going to be putting them under. It doesn't mean they have to be rated for lifting, but they're rated for lifting. They're rated to support that weight, right? And whether you're pulling that weight vertically or horizontally, it's the same. If it's the same friction, right, on a horizontal plane. So these are great so long as you're always buying good quality, but you can always get cheap quality. And I've seen and heard of these things failing under test and by others that have used them at way lower loads than what they're rated for. 8,000 pounds is decent. I wish these were rated more, and I can get these up to about 30,000 pounds, but they get pretty expensive. Anywhere from about 40 to as much as about $100 per one of these shackles. Compared to probably buying it like your cheap parts store for $5-10 a piece, or on Amazon for some deal for $15 for 2 is what I've seen them at. So that's a pretty good price if they really do hold up to this weight load. One thing that's interesting is people always say, well, the soft shackles, how do you know they're really going to hold up? It's a very good point. I mean, this is hard steel. We're pretty comfortable with its durability. I can toss it and throw it around. I can do the same with the soft shackle, just a lot less mass. But when I look at this detailed chart here that came with it from Factor 55, tested by Boise Rigging Supply, it actually says on here that this soft shackle sheared, it went to a breaking test of 84,260 pounds. So that graph shows right there the load in pounds and the time it took to get there. In this case, about 52 seconds. Actually a little over a minute, about a minute 15 seconds for this one. You can see there's 2 different products, one on the front, one on the back. That's impressive. That's impressive. So this basically failed at 84,000 pounds. Its working load limit that it has shown in here right now, which is what they've tested to over and over again to continually to support 8,700 pounds. 8,700 pounds is more than 8,000 pounds on a good quality 3/4 inch shackle that is rated for lifting. All right. So it's not a lot more. It's almost a half a ton more, but significant. Nonetheless, that's material, especially when you deal with a van that weighs, near that amount, right? You don't want to, use this as your single point of failure if you can, but it's great to have as a redundant or a backup or to use for someone else's vehicle or for a lighter recovery. Same with this, and so if you trust this is rated to more. Now this costs more, but it's also really light. I should do a weight comparison of these two. It's very light. It's obviously easy to compress up and throw it in a bag. It won't jangle around. This really does much once it's closed up. But if it was on metal, it would. So that's why I keep them wrapped up in these little baggies here. So when they're in my recovery bag, they at least don't bang around on anything else. So anyways, I just wanted to give you that kind of little tip that these soft shackles aren't perfect for everything. There's some good videos out there and information out there on how to use different kinds of shackles, soft and hard. But nonetheless, this is a really great product that it's really has this abrasion sheathing all the way around it, so you can use it for a lot of different situations, and it can be better. If this fails, if your system fails, if this goes flying, it's just going to fall to the ground right away because it's so lightweight. This has a lot of inertia. This will probably fall to the ground because it's heavy, but if it doesn't, man, this is gonna hurt when it goes flying. And I've seen these things fail, and you do have parts that go flying. So it's pretty bad. When these fail, they don't go flying because there's just not the mass there. So it really just can't go very far. So there you go. I hope that helps. All right. Good luck out there. Make sure you travel with others in recovery gear, and be safe, smart, and have good recovery gear with you to make sure you can support yourself and others that you're traveling with if needed. All right, bye.